Well, another day, another overcast day, but it's not raining. It's kind of chilly. Cold in here as usual. Today, let's actually get this door glued up. Guess I'll clean up this mess first. Get set up better. Check out my pieces. Clean up some of this glue and see if I can't get them glued up. Originally I was hoping to really get a nice tight fit on these tenons to the mortise, but seeing how well the first try went, I think I'm just going to make them just slide in nice and easy. And the glue will take up the wiggle room. And then I was able to find some hardwood dowel, some maple dowel, at the local supplier. I'll put them in, glue them, and once they're glued, then I'll drill one hole right through each of the tenons in the door and through the mortise, and then put a dowel in that will just help hold everything together. So we're not relying totally on glue. But yeah, that way, if there's a little slop, or if I take a little too much off of one of these tenons, it's not that big a deal. The glue and the dowel should take care of any issues like that. Yeah, wish me more luck than last time. The other night when I was putting this door together and I pulled this thing out, that should have been an indication to me that I should stop. But luckily, like I said, I was able to get it back apart. Now all I have to do is clean up some glue rather than maybe make a new style. So this is not the proper door assembly tool. So I've got them so that they slide in nicely, and I can move them around just a little bit to get it perfect. The other part of why I need a little bit of space, a little bit of play, is just when I go to glue it up, I want to make sure it glues up perfectly square, so I'll measure each diagonal, make sure that's the same. And I also want it to be laying on as flat a plane as possible. You know, I don't want these to be cocked up or down. I want the whole rail and stiles to be, you know, as flat as possible. But I think first, before I glue it, I'm gonna go grab the sander and kind of get off some of this glue on the inside where it's harder to sand. So I'll give it a quick sanding and I'll glue it up and take a break. In case you're wondering, I just used 220 and that was plenty to take off that glue. And by the way, this sander, not sponsored by Bosch, but if you're gonna have one sander, this would probably be it. This style is where it's at. Okie doke. So I got it. It's exact on the diagonals. That looks pretty straight. Let's see if I can show you. So I just sight down to make sure, you know, that this piece here isn't kicked down or up, and the same with the far one. I want them straight so that, you know, I don't have to sand it flat. And then also, if both doors are straight and flat, they should match up. We'll see. And then I'll be able to trim these off, add the dowels, and then finish everything. But one more time for the other door. I can come back and route out the rabbet for the glass and make some trim that will lock the glass in place. And then I might bevel this edge, the inside edge, on both sides. Just a small bevel. but I don't know. We'll see when we get there. And once the doors are done and I got them sanded and I know exactly the size, then I'll make the jam and I'll order the glass. You can see why now I estimated these would be 3,000 to 5,000. You can see there's quite a bit of work in these type of doors. So it's not like they're ripping you off at that price. You know, that's the price they kind of have to charge or else they're not going to make any money. But anyways, so far so good. Okay. I think I screwed myself. Drill a hole in the ladder. I really should have checked before I put this thing back up. Back down. Well, that didn't take too long. So pull that out, pull those two screws out. I put this 1-inch thick material as a 1-inch spacer because the ceiling down to the finished floor is actually 10 foot 4 inches. And this ladder is designed for, it says max 10 foot 3. Here, maxed out, it should be perfect. Okay. That one's okay. Put this up there just in case. Interesting. Oh, it's not going to be so simple. Damn. Yeah. Maybe it'll just come out. It should just come out, yeah. Okay. Really wasn't that bad. Let's see, if I did 1.5 inches, should be as far back as I can safely go and still have room for the sheetrock, and then 1 inch to provide a lip to make a seal if that's how I'm going to do it. But if I don't have that, I'll probably kick myself. So that should move it 6 inches this way and should give me enough room to clear down there. So I'll get this fastened in, I'll move this one down, and I gotta leave 54 inches, and I'll see you downstairs. Okay, Go out and throw some screws in it, then I can come back down and pull off those safety boards. And then the moment of truth, we'll pull it down and see if we want to cry or jump for joy. Let's see what happens. So far so good. I'm guessing you trim it down right here so that there's like dotted lines on here. Probably just cut off this top section. I should probably try putting in the bolts before I climb up this. That would really suck to break it. And it looks like this is a lot shorter than it was in the box. What do you know? Probably couldn't see, huh? Should we do it again for dramatic effect? Bam. I think that means it's time for lunch. This is really the only spot in the whole house that this attic access could go. And it just barely fits. Barely is all you need. It's actually pretty warm in this greenhouse today. The sun's been beating on it while I was out working. These guys are a little wilty and the soil's pretty dry. So it's time to soak them. What do you think, Artemis? Yeah, it's nice and warm in here, huh? Just how you like it. But I'm gonna make it wet, and you don't like that. It was so dry, I thought I'd doused it first with the hose, but we also have these little sprinklers. These work pretty well up until the plants get too tall. It kind of spreads the water better than, quicker than drip irrigation. It's so cold and wet here that it's so easy to overwater. It looks like it'll be sunny for another couple hours, but you never know. You don't want to water them too much and then the sun goes away and then they're just soaked for a week. One other thing is we got our little soil thermometer here. Like we're almost at 60. Summer it'll get up into the 70s in the soil. It's cold, there's snow on the ground outside. And it's, it's been the coldest time of year and the soil is almost 60 degrees in there. Pretty cool. Anyways, back to the house. I think what I'll do is I'll nail some blocks on each side and put like a 2x4 right here that you can just step up to get onto here. And that should be a good step. And I'll clean this up real quick and then go get those blocks and I'll be done. Almost got the other camera. Almost got your buddy. Once you drop it down, plenty of head space here. This works really, really awesome. And any air leakage that will come from this won't really harm this room much because we actually want it to be a little cooler in here. And it won't have any heating. So this worked out really well. I'm sorry I doubted you, Louisville. I don't know why you were packed that way. There's probably a reason. I shouldn't have doubted you, and you were the right length. Very nice. I don't know if you can see, but the deer are back. 2 of them this time. It might be different deer. They must have heard about this place from the other deer. Oh, don't worry. You're cool. Just remember, that's the exit. Alright. I'm going inside.